friends, Namaste. Today's episode, I'm going to give you about the Los Angeles in California. Now, when I say about Los Angeles, the first thing comes to all of your mind is about the Hollywood. And some also would think about that Disneyland. And very few would know the making of these both, how difficult it was. Now, you would be seeing part of the Disneyland, sure, and also the Universal Studios, how much ever I could collect at that time. Now, you would have heard about our Sri Santosh George Kulangara in today's world, how difficult it was to begin with the Sancharam, get telecasted with different channels. Also the safari, very difficult and toughsome. In a couple of his interviews, he had spoken about it. Now, that was about what had happened in Kerala. Similar way, there was another, we can call a person of fame, Itihasa Purush. It was in America also. His name was Walt Disney. He was born in 1901. Imagine about when he was 35 or 40 years, almost about 20 years, he kept on going around with the dream of starting a theme park. He could finally succeed, and the Disney Themeland Park in Anaheim in Los Angeles was opened. I think it was on 17th July 1955. And in 1965 or 66, he died. Today, the Walt Disney's parks are in many parts of the world. It's in Hong Kong, Japan, Orlando. There are very many parks, more than about 4 to 7 parks. And this Disneyland, Los Angeles, Disneyland it is known as, was the first one, his vision and the creation created by himself. It has started in about 160 acres of land with $800 million. That time, that was in 1955, not today in 2021, not at all. Now, many countries had contributed towards the park. America, Canada, Japan, Mexico, Norway, Italy, France, like there are UK, there are about almost 10 to 11 countries who had participated in making of this Disney World theme parks world over, particularly in America. Now in Orlando, we are going to see Epcot, that is Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow, the full form of it is. It has half about the tomorrow's version, the showcase of tomorrow, what you could see from today, the next 20-25 years time, what can happen. And it also has the other half. There's a huge lake. Around the lake, they have all these countries which had participated in making of this Disney theme park to come, the dream come true. They have these countries depicted in that. And the important sites of the country, like for example, if it is in China, it has a Great Wall of China and the shopping centers and the food items all in that pavilion. So that is what is Los Angeles mainly about. It's in Anaheim, near Los Angeles city. It's about, I think, about 30-45 minutes away from the main city, Los Angeles. Now, Los Angeles also is like somewhat like San Francisco, of course, but the only difference is it has more African origin than the Japanese origin. Of course, some Chinese also. There are many Chinese restaurants. In this tour, we have seen some of the restaurants which has about more than 30-40 items, sometimes even 100 items. And the whole thing comes in about just $10. So food means for the foodie like me, it really enjoys, like it very much. So in Los Angeles, we are going to see the Universal Studio, the Hollywood sign, which is on the top of the mountain, the side. And then you have this rodeo drive, it has Sunset Boulevard, it has mini theaters, museums, and everything in it. So watch the video, and after the video, please don't forget to subscribe, put your comments, share it, because there are many people who could not see America, not because they have no money, because of certain reasons for not getting their visas or inability to go. So please share it. Though it is not much to see, but still something is better than nothing, correct? Okay, see this. Hi, so the Los Angeles sightseeing had to begin now. The first thing is the Hall of Fame, the Chinese theater, where you have the celebrities' footprint and the palm print. You see many celebrities like Johnny Depp, Michael Jackson, Angelina Jolie, Pittsburgh, Leonardo DiCaprio, the Titanic movie fame, also Jennifer Lawrence and Nicole, many, Tom Cruise. Many of these people, when they become famous, so the Chinese theater authorities, they go and invite them, and they put their hands as well as the palm as well as the feet print. And we people will go and take the photographs of that. We cannot go and touch his hand or feet, so we can do this. So this is the near the Oscar Award Theatre. It's a very important place as far as Los Angeles is concerned, because the whole thing is about Hollywood and the film. You can see a lot of buildings which literally create the story of many of the Hollywood successful films. They also have many shops which sell at a very low rate the Oscar Award mementos, and also the bags, etc., which they give sometime. This is Kodak Theatre. It's known as Kodak Theatre at that time. Now it's a Dolby Theatre. It's the Oscar Award winning palace. You see the steps here, the Aishwarya Rai and many actresses and actors have climbed this place. This is a Hollywood sign. In the hill in Los Angeles, this sign is very huge. From very far off, you can see it. People we all standing out, take the photograph of the Hollywood signs here in the buildings, 3-4 floors. It has 45 feet height and 350 feet length. Hollywood sign, and this is a place. It has a small fountain. It's beautiful, and you see all the big films, successful films. Posters are there. This is a fountain. It has a lot of cafeterias and burgers and many things. One can really remain over here for the whole day. So during the city tour, we cannot give so much time, but still we somehow make the people happy before we take them out. There you can see the shoppings. It's not very expensive, but if you go inside the bags itself, there are bags, small little vanity bags costing $10,000. One of our customers, Akama madam, she had bought a bag which was costing about $3,950, and I thought it was 3,950 rupees. That itself is too much for me. I was thinking about 1,000 rupees worth. But then when she showed me the bill, $3,950. So that's the kind of thing it is. You can see the Starbucks cafe, etc. Now the bus is moved for the further sightseeing of Los Angeles. Now you know the Los Angeles is the land of Walt Disney's theme park and the Hollywood. When anybody say Hollywood means, generally goes to think about Los Angeles. So nobody in the world who wouldn't like to have a look at Los Angeles. Nobody would like to say that, I have not been. Seeing Los Angeles, being in the Hollywood area itself is a great prestige for the people. And here in America, many of the buildings, even hotels, they keep the national flag and also the state flag. Like in India, we are not allowed to keep the national flag or the state country flag or the state flag as such. Except even for the government buildings, very rarely we see. But over there, it is allowed. So that's a prestige. It's really something very nice. We should be proud of, exhibiting our flag. Why not? Here the sightseeing has already started. It goes slowly because there's the citizens in America, they're very disciplined, not like us. In one line, if there is the scooters and the bikes to go, they only go in that line. They will not overtake. Similarly, the left drive will not go on the right way, right drive will not go on the left way. Unlike over here, you see here, even when you drive a small scooter or a bike or even a car, you see the scooter and the bike people come from left, right. They do not even understand that you have to keep little system of the driving pattern. Just take the way they want. How the day. Now this is part of Sunset Boulevard. They call it also also another place here, the Rodeo Drive. Here there are the celebrities come for the shopping, you must be knowing. So when they come for the shopping, they take an appointment for the shopping, and that particular time, there may be 1 hour or 2 hours, they did not take the other guests for the shopping, so that the celebrities have a cool, hassle-free shopping in the family. You must have heard about Michael Jackson going with his 3 children into the shopping. They took more than 3 hours instead of 2 hours, etc. The stories. So that's it. Because it's very difficult to do the shopping with the public because they want to take the photographs. They want, the many things. So it's difficult. This is Sunset Boulevard. Mainly Sunset Boulevard means the place where the beginners, the actors and the actresses and the pop musicians, all of them, even technicians, cameramen, all these people, at the beginning of their life, they are not born like that. They all became like that. So when they are beginning their career, they come to these places and they throng and strive for seeing the actresses, seeing the actors, seeing the famous directors, cameramen, other technicians, the producers, so that they get the job. So that is how that is how they grow. So this Sunset Boulevard is very famous, and also a lot of here the same place where the celebrities live. It's a very expensive area. A part of it is the place where the people live in Beverly Hills, and it is altogether, when you go, you live feeling that the place where you are going, they were there. All this important people's name, as I told, they also have been to this place. So the guy literally explains, so look, Johnny Depp was here, and Angelina Jolie used to come over here, or Pittsburgh used to be sitting in this shop, Tom Cruise used to move around over here, in a gym. So many things they used to explain. They really, the customer, the tourist enjoy hearing all those things. They go to the era of those days, 25, 30 years back. And you also have big cuttings of these heroes and heroines posted. So it's something we live when we are there with the movie goers and think about the movie creators, the movie makers, and the movie actors and the movie singers, and everything is about the movie. Now, as you know, the Universal Studio is full of movie items, and Walt Disney has later on, the company has later on have started this Universal Studios in Orlando. So that's a huge attraction today. You have to live in Los Angeles for about 2 weeks to see the whole of Los Angeles. Other than the Hall of Fame, you have many theaters. This is Beverly Hills, where the celebrities live. You cannot park the vehicle here. Many of our customers say, "Why can't we wait here and just go around and look at it?" No, you are not allowed to. The moment, even if you go, when you go slow also, the police can catch you. And not like here, just charge $250 or $500, $1,000 the fine begin with. There are shops and centers which has very expensive cars and clothes and watches and bags, and it's for the celebrities, and that expensivities, it is not something we can try to. So now we are reaching into Universal Studios. It's the next day, and one day we give sightseeing, the next day we give Universal Studios.